Welcome to the Pink Lake Hut Lagoon in Western Australia. This short sequence is all about warriors and finding your balance. So step to the front of your mat and get ready to flow. Stand in Tadasana, mountain pose, with your big toes touching, heels slightly apart, tailbone pointing down. Inhale, place your hands on your hips. Exhale, step your left foot back for warrior one. Left foot at a 45-degree angle, right knee slightly bent, hips square to the front. Inhale, reach your arms up, straight like swords towards the sky. Hips stay square. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Arms straight. Inhale, reach your chest towards the sky. Exhale, bend from the waist. Humble warrior, arms reaching up and over your head, nice and straight. Keep your weight evenly balanced between both your feet and pull your left hip forward while pulling your right hip back. On your next inhale, come back up to standing. Release your hands. Straighten your arms parallel to the ground and step into warrior two. You might have to increase the stance a bit. Slide your left foot back. Have it parallel to the back of your mat. Gaze forward past your middle finger. Inhale, reach your right arm up and above your head, stretching your right rib cage. Left arm sliding down your left leg. Dancing warrior. Your next inhale guides you back up. Straighten your right knee. Feet come parallel to each other and then slide your heels in for goddess pose. Hands together in front of the heart, prayer. Lift your right heel up. Release. Lift your left heel up. Release. Stay nice and low. And now lift both heels up for 5, 4, 3, sink lower, 2, 1. Release your heels, straighten your legs, and step your left foot to meet your right at the front of the mat. Big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Bend your knees as low as you can go. Keep your heels on the ground. Reach your arms up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Check that you can still see your toes and your knees are not sliding forward too much. Point your tailbone down. Place your hands onto your hips and shift your weight into your left leg. Keep your knees bent. Lift your right foot up for figure 4. Pose your right ankle onto your left knee. Keep bending your right knee. Place your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your chest and sit down lower. Weight is in your left heel. Feel the stretch on your right hip. Keep your balance and then slowly come back up, straightening your left leg, sliding your right foot over and across so your foot comes behind your left calf, even for eagle pose. Arms to the side parallel to the ground and then swing them in front with your left arm over your right, palms touching. Find your balance, find your drishti, your focus point, and then start bending your left knee. Try to sit down lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your right foot, release your arms, hands straight to the side, and then back together in front of your chest. Samastiti. Place your hands back onto your hips. Shift your weight into your left foot again and step your right foot back for warrior 1. Right foot at a 45-degree angle, left knee bent. Inhale your arms up. Keep your hips square to the front. Right hip is pulling forward. Hips are also level. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. And then lean forward on your next exhalation and bend into humble warrior. Reach your arms over and above your head. Keep them nice and straight. On your next inhalation, come back up. Release your hands. Spread your arms towards the sides, parallel to the ground, and slide into warrior 2. Increase the stance if necessary. Right foot parallel to the back of the mat. Left knee at a 90-degree angle, hips square to the side. Flip your left palm up, and then on an inhale, reach over your head, Stretching your left ribs, sliding your right arm down your right leg for dancing warrior. On your next inhale, lift back up and then place your hands left and right off your left foot to frame it and step your right foot to meet your left at the front of your mat. Bend your knees as far as need to be and keep them there to reach up for Utkatasana. Shift your weight into your heels. Keep your back straight. Place your hands together in front of the heart and your left foot on your right knee for figure 4 pose. Keep your right knee bent. Focus on the drishti. Keep your balance. Inhale, straighten your right knee and slide your left foot over and cross for the top of the left foot touching your calf. Straighten your arms and then swing your right arm over your left, palms touching. Bend your right knee. Lift your elbows up. Push your hands away from your face. Keep your back straight. Keep your hips tucked in, tailbone pointing to the ground. Inhale, come back up to standing, feet together, big toes touching. Place your hands onto your hips. Step your right foot back into a lunge, lifting your right heel up high, pressing into your toes, left knee bent at 90 degrees. Inhale, arms up above your head. Keep your hips square to the front, left hip pulling back, right hip pushing forward, tailbone pointing down, and then exhale, frame your left foot and step back into a plank. With one straight line from your knees to your heels. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Step your feet hip distance apart. Press into your fingertips, press into the knuckles of your hands, press into your thumbs and into your index finger especially. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands for a lunge on the other side. Press into your left toes. Inhale, reach your arms up, hips square to the front, tailbone pointing down, right knee at a 90-degree angle. On your next exhale, place your hands onto the ground and step your feet together. Come to the center of your mat and step your feet as wide as your mat, ideally parallel to each other, to squat down into frog squat. If your hips are tight, have your feet wider apart and have your toes sliding out further than your heels. Press your arms on the insides of your knees, your hands together to stretch your legs apart further. Inhale here. Exhale. Keep your back straight, point your tailbone down. And then slowly sit back onto your bum, releasing your legs. Bend your right knee and place your right foot onto the outside of your left hip. Step your left foot over the right knee. Get ready for a twist. Place your left hand behind you, reach your right arm over your left knee with a straight back and not a lot of weight in your left hand. Twist to the back, look back. Inhale, straighten, exhale, twist further. On your next exhale, release your right arm, release your twist and slide your left foot towards your right hip so your knees will be on top of each other. For cow facing pose, go Mukhasana. If this is not comfortable for you, find a block, find a pillow, roll up your mat to elevate your hips. Inhale, reach your right arm up and your left arm behind you. Use a strap or a towel, a shirt, whatever, if your hands don't touch. With a straight back, lean forward, aiming your nose over your left knee. Inhale to come back up and lean back so you can release your feet and change sides. Left foot to your right hip, right foot stepping over your left knee for a twist. Right hand behind you, back straight. Reach your left arm over your right knee, look back. Have little weight into your right hand. Keep your back straight on the inhale and twist further on the exhale, looking over your right shoulder. Exhale, release the twist. Slide your right foot over towards your left hip. Cow facing pose on the other side. Reach your left arm up for your left hand to meet your right hand behind your back, and then bend from your hips with your nose aiming over your right knee. Keep your back straight. Exhale and then inhale, come back up, lean back to release your feet. Place them together in front of your hips with a bit of distance for a diamond shape. Have the soles of your feet touching, butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Hinge from your hips towards your feet. Hands can be gently pulling on your feet, your elbows pressing into your inner thighs. Again, your nose is aiming to touch the ground in front of your toes. Inhale, come back up. Cross your legs for easy pose, or if you like, come into half lotus, one foot on the hip crease of the other leg, or in full lotus with the second foot on the hip crease of the first leg. Have a straight back if you can't sit straight. Find a pillow, find a block, find a bolster, anything to sit on, and keep your legs cross-legged as long as your knees are lower than your hips. Place your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Inhale here, exhale. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Have the most amazing day. Drink lots of water and always stay balanced.